You put Barack in office? Oh, okay, we cool now. We cool now. No, it's the same shit happening. You know what I mean? All her assistants that's gonna be on this case, that's gonna be like, I don't even know if she's gonna be in court doing too much when it comes to this case. Like, you know what I mean? She's the DA, right? She's a DA, right? So her assistants in her office is gonna be doing it. They're probably all white. So again, what you realize is when the system wants to get you, they put a black face and go even harder at you. If any white man was in office in New York told me bringing back stop and frisk, bro, the last person who, like, I think Rudy Giuliani had brought that in, we call that nigga racist. The black dude come back up in there and say, yeah, I think we should probably bring it back. They're like, we can't call one of us. No, most of this stuff ain't really pushed by the face you see. It's being pushed by the people you see standing behind them. All these white dudes.
Criminal street gang.
Okay, so let me just, so this is her. So you see how they do in Atlanta? The commissioner of police is black. Bro, all of the people who work for him are white, bro.
Serious, significant charges. I would imagine you're going to see some pretty serious sentencing here. I know it's early, but can you talk a little bit about the type of sentences they might be facing?
Well, we'll ask on the different charges for the maximum penalties, and there's obviously many people that are looking at life.
She a demon. She said, we're going to ask for max penalties. Damn, she want that nigga Thug to do 20.
Under this indictment, you're absolutely right. These are serious times. They're serious allegations. And it is my opinion that violence in our community deserves maximum penalties.
Hey, let me tell you this right now, and this is May 11, 2022. This chick and how she's been moving, she's setting herself up to be the next Kamala Harris. I guarantee it. She's going to be the skin complexion that needs protection, that will gain votes for the black people, but she will be as tough and as rugged as all the white faces. And by the way, I'm not knocking it. I don't do crime. But it was interesting watching everybody dick suck Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was cutthroat on her come up. You get what I mean? Now she's in office, they muzzled her. They don't want to hear nothing from her. Muzzled. You get me? This chick, she's on a war path to get into politics, if you ask me. She gonna do this, clean up Atlanta for a little bit. All them Atlanta rap groups or rap like little rap gangs y'all got going on. She gutting all that shit out. Watch the next couple of years. Mark my word, at least another indictment coming out before the end of this year. She's getting all them niggas out of there. And you know what people gonna say? Damn, she cleaned up Atlanta. 3 years after this, she's leaving this shit straight into politics, brother. Watch. Straight, like I'm telling you, this is how this shit is set up, bro. This is how this shit's set up. She gotta prove to everybody that, when it comes to shit like this, she's tough. And she's showing you she's tough. So I don't give a fuck about y'all rap fame, none of that shit. Y'all do this shit here, we get you the fuck out of here. The YFN Lucci indictment was a little bit bizarre. But then this one is like, oh shit, she not playing. I think she's indicting at least one more rapper gang out of Atlanta. I don't know who it is, but I think this chick means fucking business. Here's where she has to make sure, she has to make sure she wins though, right? She has to make sure that here's and this is the comfort level with the Rico charge. Nobody's taking it to trial. Like, she has to make sure she gets some years on these niggas. Because if say this was somehow thrown out, which it never will be, right? This is overwhelming proof. They're not gonna be thrown out. But let's say it would show that she's targeting them for frivolous things and also using lyrics to like pretty much hit job. You know what I mean? Now, it won't. It won't get thrown out. As I said, this shit reads like you're fucking guilty in paper and in a courtroom. But if these indictments against Lucci and Thug were not to work, her career is done. So I think because these are highly public cases. You get what I mean? She's rolling the dice. So since she's behind YFN Lucci and his gang going down, and Young Thug and his gang going down, she got to get them niggas ears. If she doesn't, and this is why she going to take this shit personal. If she doesn't, her career is done. Those are two popular rappers who every rapper going to support in Atlanta. You're not the biggest, you're not going to have the most fans of rappers right now. And if those dudes, it's proven that you don't have solid cases on them or you can't get them to take years in jail, you're going to look like a fraud and you're done. No more support from the black community and you can't be used by whatever plan you had to get into politics. It's done. It's a wrap. So she got to make sure Thug and them go to jail for a minute and got to make sure Lucci go to jail for a minute. That's just the facts, bro.
Months to expect indictments, Rico charges, gang charges. We see that with fear. This is only focused on the YSL gang. At that time, you used plural indictments. Should we expect more indictments against singular gangs in the coming weeks and months? Is that what you were meaning with that quote?
Yeah, and if you're already aware, we dropped an indictment not that long ago against YFN.
Demon. Yo, YFN, YSL, who you think is next? Everybody spamming in the chat. Who is next to get indicted? By the way, salute to some people in the super chat over here. Skinner James, thank you for the super chat over there on YouTube. I'm going to read my cheers on Twitch as well. Somebody said, Ak, you spoke on the Illuminati the other day. What the fuck? That's some old shit. The hell? Niggas still talking about the Illuminati. Somebody said, do you think YSL will beat these charges, especially Thug and Gunna? I think there's going to take a plea because this office is basically like, they're going to do you want to do 20? Nobody want to do no fucking 20 years, bro. That's the point. Nobody want to do no 20 years. This is the reality of it. And this is why, for like somebody like Gunna, Gunna's gonna plea. I don't mean Gunna is gonna plea. The reason why is before this trial actually starts, well, Gunna might get out on whatever. But say Thug, or let's say Gunna doesn't get out for whatever reason, right? This case ain't starting for 2 years. So already, you're going to be sitting for 2 years, right? So cool, you've sat for 2 years, right? And after you've sat for 2 years, waiting for this case to start, the mandatory minimum is 5 years. They're going to just say, yo, bro, just take the 5, I don't know, you do 2 years and then you get out a year on parole or some dumb shit, and then you're good. It's not going to seem that long, you know what I mean? And they'll give you the lowest fucking plea, like for like Gunna. For Thug, I don't think Thug's taking this shit to trial either. Like, what the fuck? They're going to give you 20. If Thug blows trial, they're giving him 20 years. If Thug could get it somewhere below 10, if they tell Thug like 7 years, I think Thug take it. No, now I'm speaking way into the future. Way into the future. Obviously now, everybody we're in this super media. You're hoping that Thug gets out next week. And he's back making a first day out song. Like, no, nigga, this is a Rico charge. You know what I mean? Like, this shit gonna be around for a minute. So. Was that cell phone deliberately? So basically, I don't know if y'all can really hear him. He says, listen, I was looking at the indictment, and one of the things y'all mentioned is a conversation that was monitored by an inmate who used a cell phone to speak to someone else. By the nature of y'all knowing what that conversation was, how did you know what that is? Now, there's two ways, right? Maybe they tapped the other guy's phone, right? Or this guy's saying, how did y'all know it was through some illicit? Well, they could probably prove like the nigga was in jail. So the only way you could talk to him, and if he's in jail, he got to have a phone, right? But they're asking him, did you plant that phone? Did y'all give that phone deliberately knowing he was going to talk? And this is the guy's answer, which I think gives it away. This is, I forgot what this guy's position is.
So I did have an opportunity to read your editorial that you posted in the Buckhead blog or whatever it was from that perspective. And so you're right. I'm not going to answer that.
So he basically says no comment. I think that's smart. That's a good setup right there. Look at this nigga in the back. He's smiling like, duh. Of course we gave the criminals the phone. And we gave them the phone that we tapped. Duh. Look at this guy's face. You can tell. Setup. Damn, how could you trust a random phone if you're in jail? That might just be a setup. Like, if you get a phone in jail, you just can't, no matter what phone, you can't talk criminal activity, especially if you're in jail. You got to assume people will listen to. Like, yeah, you get a little cell phone, you call your bitch. I know some people FaceTime in there, you know what I mean? FaceTime your girl, maybe she plays with her pussy, get a little, jerk off real quick or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Call it some other people, talk some business, call your homies, you know what I mean, just to get your mind out or whatever. That's cool. But to discuss crime? Nah, hell no. I'm gonna lie to you. Of course, I'll never mention their name.